Hey guys, it's Mrs. Mabry here. I'm so excited to be with you guys today to talk to you about the author's purpose. I know some of you have probably talked about this a little bit in your class, or maybe this is something new. But either way, we're going to look at some of the ways the authors write what they do and the reasons why they write what they do. So there's 5 reasons altogether, but today we're going to take a look at just the top 3 ways that authors write. So first of all, what is the author's purpose? What exactly does that mean? So the author's purpose is the reason that an author writes something. So it's the reason they could write a story, a book, a magazine article. So every time an author writes something, there's always a purpose behind it. So this is our recipe card for the author's purpose. So the P stands for to persuade. The I stands for to inform. The E stands for to entertain. The next E stands for to explain. And then the last letter D stands for describing. So we're going to take a look at those first 3, persuade, inform, and entertain today. All right, the first purpose might be to persuade. So you guys have practiced this in class probably with your persuasive writing, trying to convince your reader of something. So I know this last week before we were out of school, we did in my class a persuasive writing over whether we liked the season of winter or summer better. And we gave lots of reasons for that. So that's the same thing here when authors write to persuade. So this little girl saying vanilla cupcakes are better than chocolate cupcakes. So that's her opinion, and that's what she would try to persuade us of. Advertisements are persuasive. So usually when you see a commercial on TV, like let's say you're seeing a commercial for Chick-fil-A and they're talking about how warm and crispy the chicken is and how soft the bun is and how crispy and salty the fries are, and it just makes you want to go have that for dinner. Well, they're trying to convince you to buy their product, to go to Chick-fil-A to have dinner instead of eating at home. So they're trying to persuade you. So here's an example of something that was written for the purpose of persuading. Oops, let me go back to that. Sorry about that. Okay. Children in elementary school should participate in a PE class every day for several reasons. First, many children today go home after school and play video games or watch TV. Physical education class may be the only time of day that some children are physically active. Another reason schools should provide a daily PE class is that many children eat too much junk food and are overweight. They need more physical activity. Finally, research shows that students who are more physically active perform better at school. Physical activity improves focus and concentration in the classroom. We need to change our school schedule so that children have PE each and every day. So if you notice, the author was giving lots of reasons to tell us why they think that students should participate in PE class every day at school. All right, the next way that authors might write is for the purpose of informing or to inform. They might want to give the reader some facts and information about a topic. Maybe they're trying to teach you something about a topic. Usually textbooks, which are books that we have at school that we learn from, and most of our nonfiction books are written to inform. So here's an example of something written with the purpose to inform. So this is a little bit longer, so I'm not going to read the whole thing to bore you, but this is an article about doctors and what it takes to be a doctor. So it talks about how much they have to go to school and what kinds of programs they have to be in and what kind of work that they have to do in their classrooms. And then all of the things that they have, the tests that they have to take, all the steps that it takes to become a doctor. And so this passage would be to inform the reader of what it takes, the education that it takes for doctors to get before they're allowed to become doctors. So if you really wanted to be a doctor when you grew up, this would be a great article to read so that you know what it's going to take for you to become a doctor someday. And the last reason we're going to look at today is to entertain. So a lot of times an author might write a story that the reader will enjoy reading. So it's just to let us have fun. Fiction books are usually written to entertain. They might be funny, or like this little boy's face is surprised, or maybe a little bit scary or sad even, but it's entertaining. It's something that you don't want to put down. I know that when I curl up with a good book and a book that's written to entertain, I don't want to stop reading it. I want to read it and not clean my house, and I want to read it and not cook dinner, and I want to read it and not go walk my dogs, because it's so entertaining. And so that would be a reason why authors would write entertaining books. So this is an example of one of those. Braden was feeling excited and nervous at the same time. He was heading to summer camp for the first time in his life. His cousin Michael had gone to camp last summer, and he had talked about it all year long. Braden had been begging his parents to let him go to camp this summer ever since Christmas. Braden had told his parents that all he wanted for Christmas was to go to summer camp. What parent could say no to that wish? As they walked toward the camp entrance, Braden realized his mom was talking to him. Now, Braden, remember to shower and wear deodorant every day, she was saying. Mom, shh, someone might hear you, hissed Braden. Uh-oh, I bet he's embarrassed. So how is the author trying to entertain the reader? That the author told us a story about a boy who was attending summer camp. All right. So the other reasons we're going to look at a little bit more when we come back to school together. So what I want you guys to do is on your piece of paper that you have, you can do it in a notebook that you have at school, at home, or just a piece of paper that you have there, printer paper, whatever you have at home. I want you guys to make a tree map, and we've put on your choice board an example of what this looks like. You're going to make a tree map with the 3 types that we talked about today: inform, persuade, and entertain. And underneath those, each of those parts, and there's a little example on your choice board, so it'll show you exactly what to do. You're going to give me 2 reasons, 2 characteristics of that type. So let's say you did inform. What are 2 things that tell us that a passage is written to inform? What is its job? Where do we usually see informational purpose? What kinds of books usually have that kind of purpose? So the characteristics are 2 things that tell us that that's probably a entertaining purpose, an informational purpose, or a persuasive purpose. So you're going to do that tree map, and that will be your assignment for author's purpose for today. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Work hard, be your best, and we will see you soon. Bye.